What's up and welcome back to another video on my channel. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to get notified when I upload new content. And in this video, I'll be talking about how to find an apartment in Dubai and sharing some useful tips to help you in your search, especially if you're new here. For starters, there's several places that you can look when you are trying to find an apartment here. From doing groundwork, that means going from building to building that you're interested in and asking the concierge if they have any listings of opening apartments, and they can provide you a list of the listing agents or the contact information of the landlord if the landlord is doing a direct listing themselves and managing everything. And then you have Airbnb. So before I had my Emirates ID, you need your Emirates ID for everything here. I use Airbnb for monthly rentals, so that's another option. Additionally, you can use Dubizzle and Property Finder to find properties out here. So because of what's been going on in the last year, there's been a drop in population here, about 8 to 10%. People losing their jobs, unfortunately, and deciding to leave the country. So that means there's a lot of vacant properties and also a lot of good deals for agencies and landlords that haven't been able to rent out the property. So there's been a decrease in the asking price and also relaxing of some of the standards, such as the expectation of paying your rent upfront and in one check. If you go and if you download there's an app called Dubai Now. You can download that. And so as you're looking for a place to live, Dubai Now, it's a good way to get an idea of what you should be paying for the property that you're interested in living in, as well as what you can expect if you decide to stay there for additional years after the initial, what you can expect in rental increases. So on top of the good deals that are out there, let's say, for example, an area where normally an apartment would cost you 80,000 dirhams annually, you might find that same property currently available for 50 or 60,000 dirhams because it's been sitting there for quite some time. But yeah, Dubai Now is a good source to determine whether you're paying a good rate, as well as the information on sites like Dubizzle or Property Finder. You can see what the agent or the landlord is asking for, and you can compare that to Dubai Now, and you can use it as a tool for negotiation. When you're looking for your property, there's all kinds of factors, such as whether the apartment comes furnished or unfurnished, whether it has a chiller. Chiller is the term for AC, air conditioning. So I noticed that that's a common selling point, chiller free. So that means that you're not going to be paying for the AC, which is definitely needed over the summer. Additionally, some properties, they also throw in bonuses, like they'll offer cleaning and the cleaning and the rental fee, as well as you might not pay for DUA, which is the water bill, also the electricity bill. So those are some of the factors that come in to whatever you're going to pay for the property that you're currently looking for. Another thing to consider is that what I've seen is that most properties, when they're listed on Property Finder or Dubizzle, it's listed by an agent who represents the landlord, and typically you have to pay the fee of that agent. So that can vary. What you want to avoid is, let's say you go and you get an agent, and the agent represents you. You pay the fee of the agent. You don't want to pay for the fee of the agent who's representing the landlord. So keep that in mind, because you can get feed to death. So make sure that you're not paying all these massive fees up front. So one of the things I mentioned earlier was about the one check payment. There's still some landlords out there, especially in hot properties, where they want you to pay the rent all in one up front. So if you're coming from the U.S., that's different than what you can expect, because usually in the U.S. you sign a contract and then you pay on a monthly basis, and then if you, for whatever reason, break that contract, then you have to pay either the remaining lease, or you pay a few months and then a fee to break that lease. But here it's traditionally been a one check payment. So I was reading this news site, and it was this is a quote from a firm called Allsop. So here's what they said. It said, pre-COVID, we were seeing more of a trend to increase check payments, and the lockdown accelerated that. Some owners are now asking for fewer checks again, but overall, more owners are appreciating that they need to offer increased check payments. Gone are the days that companies pay for rent in one check. So with that said, it shouldn't be too hard to find a place where you can ask the landlord whether you can pay. Some are offering monthly payments. Some want the lease payment in 4 to 6 checks. But as I mentioned earlier, there's deals out there. It's a good time to move here if you're interested in moving here and finding a really nice property in a great location at a lower rate, and then also not having to pay everything up front for the year. And I hope that this video was helpful for you. It's just high level information. If you have any questions or feedback, go ahead and leave a comment, and I can provide you some more detailed information, or if necessary, I'll make a follow-up video. I'm currently in the process of looking for a new place, as well as deciding if I'm going to stay in my current apartment. My current lease expires next month, so maybe I'll make a video on that. But if this video was helpful for you, go ahead and hit that like button, and thank you.